and now type localhost and php my admin. Click enter and you'll get this page here. Okay, php my admin. This is a page where you can control your MySQL database. Okay, so you'll have here a database and all the things that you can change in your database. This thing here, cdcool, information schema, these are the different databases that you already have in your php my admin, in your MySQL, okay, database. But I'm gonna type a new one, so let's create a new database. Okay, I'm gonna change the language here to English in just a second. English. Okay. Okay, so we have databases, SQL, variables. You have a lot of stuff here. Just to create a simple database, a new database, we have to type here. You have create database. Okay, so let's go there and type. Let's say you can type whatever you want. Okay, I'm gonna type test site create. So this is our new database, okay, and between the parentheses we have 0 because we have 0 data and the database, okay, or 0 tables. Now databases have tables, okay, and let's create a new table for the first table for our database test site. And let's call it user, or let's say users. Yeah, that's it. Number of fields, let's create 5. So go. Okay, so you'll have now something like this. Okay. And this is pretty simple. Let's type everything here, and then I will explain you what it means. Okay. So in the first field here, let's type name, or sorry, let's type ID. And the second, let's type name. Third one, you can type email, and fourth you can type, let's say, phone or contact. No, sorry guys, let's put something else, password. And the fifth field, you can type address. That's it. Okay, so we have an ID for each member, the name, email, password, and address. Now, here you have the different types for each field. Okay, the first field, which is the ID, it's a field where each member will have their unique ID. Okay, so for that we have to change this into, let's say, integer. Let's leave it integer for now. You already know that integer means number. So in the second one, let's type varchar. Let's choose varchar, which means various characters. Okay. In the next one as well, varchar here as well, and here as well. And that's it. Now, the length. Okay, this is the maximum length that you want to limit your either address, password, email name, or ID. ID, we can leave that. Okay, the ID will have no limit. So the name, let's limit the name by, let's say, 20 characters. The email, let's say 20 as well. Let's put all 20. 20, 20. Okay. Now, this default, let's leave that alone. I will explain you that later, what it is. Collation, that's okay. Let's leave that alone as well. Attributes, let's leave that alone as well. Index, here it is. Index, you be careful, you have to choose primary, okay? The ID is going to be primary. That means that is a primary key, okay? To have unique identification for each user in this case. So this AI, doesn't mean artificial intelligence. It means auto increment. So let's click that as well. So that means that whenever we introduce a data about a name or a user, the ID will auto increment itself. So every user will have a different unique ID. Okay? Comments, nothing. Okay, that's it. Okay? And now to confirm, let's go down here. And let's go down here. And let's click save. Click save. And here it is. We have our first database with the table users here. Okay, this is where the tables will be, all of the tables you have, and each table has their own different fields. Okay, so in this table users we have an ID for each user, a field with a name where we will see the names of the users, emails of the users, passwords for each user, and the address. Okay, probably we will make in some, not in this video, probably in the next video, I will make a form to register for the users in the website or in a test site to then use those values in the form and send them or store them in this database, in these fields here: address, password, email, and name. Okay, I'm going to show you how to do that. So for now, I think this is it. See you in the next video, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Okay, bye. Hello guys, and welcome to my 21st video tutorial on PHP. And in this video I'm going to show you how to create a Crud system, okay, and how the Crud works. Okay, to create a Crud system we have to build a basic website, okay, and I'm going to show you how to do all that from scratch. And but first I want to talk about this Crud, this word. Probably some of you guys already saw this in the web or heard about it. So Crud means create, read, update, and delete. Okay, and this basically in PHP means that we will create, okay, data and insert data into the database. Read, we will request data from database and output that data to our web page. Update, we will change data in the database, okay, and delete obviously means we will delete any data from the database. Okay, so this is a basic we can say a basic system, okay, to change whatever we want to change in the database, okay, and we will have obviously to write some code, PHP code, to use this, okay. So before we start doing some PHP code, I want you guys to go to your directory, XAMPP directory here, and to your htdocs, okay, and in here I want you guys to create a new directory and call it test site, okay. So this is where we will put all our files from the test site there that we are going to create, okay. If you remember, we've built in the last video a database, MySQL database, with this same name, test site, okay, and we will use that database with our new website here. So to build a new website, we need some files here, PHP files, and to build those PHP files, first let's get rid of this, save, and let's create a new PHP file in test site here. Let's call this form.php, okay. So this file will hold, or will have the form, okay. We're gonna write the form in it. So save this, okay. So now let's create a form, a simple form. First of all, we have to type the HTML text. Here, let's create the head, of course, and the body. Okay. So now let's create a form, and with a name, or I hope you guys have from the last video, the MySQL database test site, and so we will use that. So let's open the XAMPP control panel. Let's start Apache and MySQL, and now I want to go to see my database. And to see my database, let's open the browser and type here localhost, and here you have to type XAMPP. Enter. Okay, it's not XAMPP, it's PHP my admin. That's it. Click enter, and here it is, my database. Okay, where is it? Test site. You should have something like this, test site, and this is the database that I told you we built from the last video, right? We have users here, and click users, and what I wanted to check is the fields that we have, okay. So these are the fields that we have to build in our form, okay. Name, email, password, and address. So let's go to name, email, password, and let's delete the address because I don't need that. I don't need address there. Let's click here, drop, and yes, that's it. Okay, name, email, and password. Perfect. So name, email, and password. And now let's type input type equals input type text, name equals name, and that's it. Now input type equals text, name name equals email, and for last password and name equals password. Okay, so now we have to type the input type equals submit, and the name equals, or the value, sorry, value equals submit, or instead of submit, let's type register. Okay, that's it. Let's type here a paragraph, here a line break, here a line break as well, and here a line break as well. And that's it. We can also build, I'm going to show you how to build a reset button. So reset button is reset, and value equals reset. Reset. Okay. And here we can type line break. So let's save this and let's see this in the browser. Okay, so let's open another window. And I want to open that localhost. It's not form, it's form.php, but we are inside the directory test site, right? Enter. And here it is. Okay. The reset button doesn't work. Okay, this doesn't work. Let's take this out. Let's delete this. Okay. Save that. Refresh. Okay. So now we have our form here with the name, email, and password. Now I'm going to show you how you can send those values and store those values into our database test site. Okay? So let's type here, before we type anything, we have to build our PHP script. Okay? And also I forgot, we have to build here the form tag, right? So form, and close the form here as well. And form, we have to type for method is post, and action is the file where we want the script to be. Okay, the script that will handle the transmission and store this data into our database. So action, the file is going to be, I don't have the file yet. I didn't create a file, but I'm going to name it action. The file is going to be script, or let's say insert. Okay, .php. Insert.php. Okay, let's save this. Now we have to create a new file. PHP. Okay, and this file is going to be saved with the name insert.php. Save as inside our test site. So insert.php. Save that, and we have our file ready. Okay, so this is where we're going to type the script that you'll need, okay, to send the data to the database. Okay, save that, and for method post insert. Okay guys, I'm seeing here that I'm running out of time in the video, so I'm gonna leave the script to the next video. Okay, I'm gonna create the script in the next video. So this is all for now. Okay, and see you guys in the next video. And if you have any questions at all, just send me a message. Okay, see ya. Hello guys, and welcome to my video 22. And in this video we'll continue from the last video, okay, to build our Crud. And at this time we are building a script to insert some data into our MySQL database. Okay, so we have our insert.php file and our form.php with the form. Okay, and let's build the script, okay, to insert some values from the form. Okay, so to start we have to give some variables to get the values. Okay, and those values will be stored in our variables that I'm gonna give now. So let's type the first variable, name, equals, and you remember that we already used this global variable from PHP, which is post. Okay, and this will get all the variables you want. Okay, and we have the first value that we want to get from our form is the name, right here, name. Okay, so let's type here name. The second one is email. So let's type here email, and the third and last one is the password. Okay, now let's type an if statement. Okay, and inside the parenthesis the condition is going to be if name, variable name, and okay, you know that this symbol here means and if name and email and password, do this or else do that. Okay, so basically this means that if name, email and password exists, okay, if we have posted name, email and password, okay, the three, we want to do or execute this code here that I'm going to write now. And the code is Mysql Connect, which is one of the syntax that we use in MySQL. Mysql Connect, and this will connect you to the database, okay, the MySQL database. And now between these parentheses and between double quotes, we have to type the name of the server, which is localhost, the password, which is root. You'll have, if you're using XAMPP, probably you have this password root, okay? So you can type root, the same as I did here. And at the end, you can leave this as nothing. I think this is not the password. This is the user. So this is the name of the server, localhost. This is the user, and this would be the password. But if you're using XAMPP, you don't have any password, so you can leave that blank, okay? Just type 2 double quotes there, okay? Just type the same as I did here, okay? And end it with semicolon. Don't forget that. Now, another line that we have to do is, oops, I forgot here. First, we have to type after the parentheses or die. This means that if PHP can't connect to the server, it will give you an error, okay, and it will cut the connection. So let's type. You can type here whatever you want. Let's type. We couldn't connect, or something like that. And now let's type the second line, which is Mysql Select. This is another syntax from the MySQL code. Mysql Select DB. If you want to check out all the syntax, okay, from the MySQL, you can go to the web3schools.com, okay, or you can search in Google, okay. You can search for SQL or MySQL syntax, okay, or functions, okay, because basically these are functions, okay. You see that MySQL Select database, and then they have the parentheses. So this is a function, an SQL function. So you can search that if you want to search and see all the functions available that you can use to queries or to insert or whatever you want to do in the database. So let's go on. Let's proceed. MySQL database, MySQL Select database. And this is where you have to type between the parentheses and between double quotes the name of the database. And you remember what the name of the database we used is test site, right? Okay, so now we are connected to the database test site, and here let's type as MySQL query. And pay very attention now, because you can't mess up this. We have to type between double quotes, we have to type insert to and the name of the table. Okay, remember that the name of the table is users. Okay, so let's type users, and now open and close parentheses, and inside the parentheses we have to type the names of your fields. Okay, Let's see that once again. The fields are name, email, and password. Okay, you shouldn't have this because you don't have. These are some other examples that I did before, but you should see something like this by now. Okay, name, email, and password. Okay, so we have to type name, email, and password, the three fields that we have in the table. So name, comma, email, comma, and password. Okay, but that you have to type them with the same order that you have those on the database. Now let's proceed, and after the parentheses, let's type values. Okay, and now values, after values, parentheses again, and inside parentheses, pay attention, you have to type the symbols here, and between those symbols, the variable name, comma, those symbols again, the variable email, comma, and the variable password. That's right. Okay, with the same order. So these values, what we are saying here is we are making a query to MySQL. So this is a built-in function, okay, or syntax to MySQL. It's a query, and then we say insert to table users in the fields name, email, and password the values that are stored in the variable name, email, and password, and those values are here. Okay, whatever we post in the name, in the email, and the password. Okay, guys, here. Okay, post name, post email, and post password. So that's how we are going to insert into our database using PHP. Okay, and double quotes, parentheses, and it's with semicolon, and I think that's it. And I think that's all. Now let's just type here another thing saying registered, or yeah, let's say registered equals registered is a new variable that I'm typing now. You can name the variable whatever you want, and that variable will hold a function of the MySQL that gives us the numbers of the number of data that was registered into the database. Okay, if you didn't understand this, just wait a second, you will. Okay, let's type MySQL affected rows. Okay, this means that the rows that are affected in MySQL, and that's it. You don't have to type anything else, and you just have to type here echo and type echo, and here you'd have to type registered, and let's type after registered was inserted. Okay, you can end that with a semicolon. Now in the else statement we have to type an echo in the case that we can't connect, or we failed to connect to the database. So we can type here sorry guys, the else statement will give you this code will run in the condition that any or one of the values are not complete in the form. So if we type a name, an email, and forgot to type the password, this code will run. Okay. If any of the values that is in the form is not complete, this code is going to run, and we're gonna say echo, you have to complete the form. Let's save this, and basically I think that's it. Let's run this. Okay, this is the form. Let's type my name, Victor. Let's type an email, whatever email you have. 1 2 3 4 5. Register. -1 was inserted. Something is wrong. Okay, guys, I found what the problem was, and here and where I typed insert to is not to, is into. Okay, so copy that. Now save that, and let's try the form. Oops, let's refresh first. Let's type Victor, an email, and a password 1 2 3. Register. 1 row was inserted. Beautiful. Okay. And let's see now. Refresh our database, Mysql database. Let's go to users. Click there, and you should see your row. Okay. Beautiful. Okay. I'm running out of time. See you guys in the next video. Okay. Bye. Hello, guys, and welcome to my 23rd video tutorial on PHP. And this is a continuation from the last video. We'll continue doing our Crud system. And the last video showed you how to insert values into the database, right? And I forgot to mention you guys, every time you end a script and in PHP, you have to type this. Okay, every time you do a script with some Mysql connections, you have to type at the end the Mysql close. What it does, it closes the connection. Okay, for security reasons, it's better for you to use this every time you end a script. Okay, so at the bottom of the script, type Mysql close and parentheses. Okay, it's a function to close the connection to the database. So now in this video, I'm going to show you how to read or output the values that you have in your database into your web page, so a user can see it, okay, or you can see it yourself in your database, so you can control your database in your web page. So to do that, we need to create another file, and this file we're gonna call it, let's say, output.php. Okay, so we will output the data from the database to our web page. Okay, so let's save that. Okay, and let's type here this. Okay. What I also made is a little more presentable form, okay? And to do this, you see that now the form is more presentable. And to do this, you just have to go to your form.php. After the form, where you have method and the action, you have to type this tag, table, okay, border equals 0 with 60%, and then before the name, email, and password, you type this thing here, okay, the table row and the table data with 10%. You can copy and save and paste that here, and paste the same thing here, okay, before each name, email, and password. After name, you have to type close table data and open table data, okay. See here, And here at the end, before the line break symbol, you have to type the close table data and close tr, table row. Here as well, close table data, close table row, and close table data and close table row. Okay? So just do that, and here, of course, you close the table before the paragraph. Okay? So do this, and you'll have a nice, clean form. Okay? You can also type register form between the h2 tag. Okay? And then save that and go to your local /test site /form.php, click enter, and you'll have the same as I have here. Okay? So let's go on with output.php and create the script to output our values from the database to our web page. So let's type Mysql Connect parentheses, and inside the parentheses, the name. You already know we have to type the name of the name of the server, and the server, it's the XAMPP server that is called localhost. And now we have to type the name of the username, which is root, and the password. We don't have password, so let's leave that in blank. Let's go. Oops, I forgot to type here, or die. Okay, and here you can type whatever you want. Problem with connection. Now here we type Mysql Select DB, which is the name of the database we have to put in here. Test site is our name. And now we type a new variable called result equals a MySQL query. And inside the parentheses, we're going to type this. Okay, pay attention. Select, okay, with capital letters, select this symbol here, the star symbol, from, and the name of the table, okay, which is users. Okay, this is the table we have in our here in our database. Okay, users. Now we're going to do a while loop to loop all the data or the fields that we have, right? So let's type here row equals MySQL fetch array. Between the parentheses, we're going to type this variable here, okay? Result, which holds this syntax. Okay, so this other variable will hold this function, okay, MySQL function, and I'm going to use that variable row right away. Okay, you'll see. So I'm going to type here echo the row, okay, and square brackets, and inside the square brackets I'm going to type the name of the field that I want to echo. Okay, so I want to echo the name. Okay, we have 3 different fields, right? Name, email, and password. So I want to echo name. Let's concatenate now a space and blank, and now another row with the email, and of course we have another row with the password, right? Password, perfect. So that's pretty much it. And here let's type another echo, and let's give a line break here to make it more presentable to the web page or to the user. Let's save that, and I will echo row name, row email, and row password. Yeah, I think that's it. And here, of course, at the end, I told you already, Mysql close, parenthesis, to close the connection. Let's save this. And now, to run this script, if I want to run this script, I need a button or a link, okay? So I'm going to make a link here after the form. Here, I'm going to make a link, a simple link. So ahref equals, and here I'm going to type the name of the file that holds the script that I want to run, which is the output, right? Output.php. And here we can type, let's say, output as well. Or let's type another C data. And close that. Let's save that. Let's run that in the form. C data. We have here the link. And I think that's pretty much it. I think we have all ready to go. Okay, so let's try, and I'm gonna make a new user, register a new user. Let's say Alex, email, whatever, yo, hotmail.com, and password 12345. Register, one row was inserted. Let's see if it's true. Let's refresh here the Mysql database in my PHP admin. Let's go to users, click users, and there it is. We have Victor Dennis Hotmail 123 password from the last video, and now we have Alex, okay, that I typed now. Okay, Alex yo. Okay, perfect. So now I want to output this into my web page. Okay, so if I click see data, click there, and perfect. Okay, I have all the data that I have in my MySQL database, and I can see it. Okay, so this is how you can output whatever you have in your database. Okay, it's pretty much that's pretty much it. So in the next video, I'm going to show you how to update or change whatever data you have here. For example, we now have Alex, okay, with, for example, an email here and a password 12345. What about if I want to change the password? Or what about if I want to change the email, okay, and update the email, okay, from Alex user, okay? I'm going to show you how to do that from your web page into your database using PHP script. So that's it. Hope you guys understood this, and see you guys in the next video. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Okay, bye. What's up, guys, and welcome to my 24th video tutorial on PHP. And in this video, I said to you guys that I was going to start to show you how to do an update to your values in the database. But instead of doing that, before we do that, I want to clean up a little bit our website, because it's a little bit messy, and I want to make a simple website, but a presentable website. So I'm going to show you a few things to make your website more presentable, and starting from our homepage that we don't have yet. So our homepage, we're gonna start doing our homepage, and we need a new file for that. So let's go to open or create new file, and let's create HTML, close HTML, and let's head, close head, body, and close body. Inside the body, or before we type anything else, let's save as. Let's save as home. Okay, save as. And in here in the body, we will type let's say here H1. Let's say, let's center this, and let's type here, welcome to Crud. Center. We can type something, control center. Welcome to Crud control center. So let's save this. And I want also to create another file, and in this file we will create links to some of the files or the scripts that we're doing. Okay, and let's say, well, we don't need PHP. Let's say href equals, and here we can type home.php, and let's type here home. Okay, and href, and here we can type the register. It's not register, it's the form dot php, and let's type here register href equals, and let's type here a file that we don't have yet, which is the update.php that we will do in the next video. And here let's type edit user, and in here we're going to type delete.php. We don't have that yet as well, and delete user. Okay, so now let's save this, save as. We can type here links, save. Okay, so now in the, where is home? Here I want to type at the bottom, okay, or here I want to type include. Let's open PHP, and here let's type include include links dot php. Okay, and close that. Okay, and let's say here p, and let's save that. Let's go here to home. Okay, that's it. Welcome to Crud Control Center. We have home, register, edit user. I don't like this this way, so let's do here line break. Here line break as well, and here line break as well, and here line break as well. We can also type here center, and here center. Save this. Let's refresh this, and that's better. Okay, we can make that a little bit. Well, let's leave it that way. H3. I'm gonna make that a little bigger. Yeah. Welcome to Control Center. Home, register, edit user. If I click register, I go to register form. Home, I go home. Edit user, we don't have yet. Delete user, we don't have yet. Okay. So let's go. Well, I have to change this because I don't want this to be this way, because I'm going to use the links in other files, and I want them to be in the same line, not to be one beneath the other. So I'm going to do that also only for the home. So here is where I'm going to type what I have here, which is the H3 and center. Paste and paste. Let's close this. Let's close this. Close that. And save that. And let's take that out. And take that out. Save that. Let's see that now. Okay, that's cool. Let's give a little bit more space here. And I'm going to show you a little trick from HTML, and which is to give a little bit of space. NSBP. It's not an SBP, it's NBSP. Let's save that. Let's see if it works. Yeah. Okay. You see, we give the between home and register a little bit space, and let's type that. Let's copy that and paste it for all of the others. That's it. Perfect. Okay. So register. Set home. Okay, perfect. So now I want to include as well this, okay, these links into, for example, the register form here below. Okay, I want to do that for all the pages in our website. Okay, so simple. It's very simple. We just have to take this, copy, or you can copy all this. Copy, and let's go to the form, and here, paste. Let's save that. Let's go to register. and there it is, home, register, user. If we click home, we go to home, register. Okay guys, perfect. So I forgot, let's put also the C data in one of these links. Okay, so this is very simple. Let's go to links and let's do this a href equals, and it's insert.php, and here let's say C data. Okay, and we can type now as well the N BSB symbol. Save that, and now you'll see C data. We don't go there. C data. Why it doesn't work? Oh, it's not insert. Sorry guys, it's output. It's not insert. It's output. Okay, so save that. Refresh and see data. Perfect. Okay. And here, let's take this out. And in the form here, let's delete this and save that. And that's it. Pretty much it. So if we go, let's refresh. Perfect. If we go home, register, edit user, see data. So edit user and delete user will not work because we don't have those scripts yet ready. But if we click see data, okay, and in here we can also make, just a second, we can also put the links here. Okay, so home, copy, and insert, and in here, it's not insert, is output, paste. Perfect. Save that and refresh. Perfect. Okay, so home, register, and edit user we don't have. See data, there it is, the data. Delete user we don't have. Okay, perfect. Okay, we have a more presentable website now. Okay, Crud control. Okay guys, so this is all for the video. In the next video we will continue to update or how to make our Crud control center fully functional. Okay, so see you guys in the next video. Bye. Hello guys, welcome to another jQuery video tutorial, and in this video we will learn how to use the Dialog widget, okay, and the jQuery UI, like this one that I have here. Okay, so you can go to this page and see for yourself how this works and all the options you have and all that. Okay, so let's just jump straight away to Notepad++, and as always I have my HTML file ready, so and all the links to the jQuery .js and jQuery.css here, custom. Okay, so let's just straight away create in the body section. Let's just create in the body section a div ID, and let's call this the dialog, and let's close the div. Let's save, and between the script tags we will create now, or before that, sorry, before that we have to create an input here, input type equals to a button, and a value equals click, and an ID equals to click. Okay, so now we have a button, and whenever we click that button, we will show the dialog box in this div. Okay, so now we have to jump straight away to the jQuery code. So let's type document dot ready parenthesis function parenthesis curly braces and semicolon. Now in here we want to grab the dialog ID dot, and now we will create an attribute for the dialog ID in here in the div, and we can create any attributes we want for it. Okay, remember this is going to be the box that we will pop up. Okay, pretty much like an alert box, but a little bit different. You'll see straight away. So first let's create a title, an attribute title, and in here we will create whatever we want to appear in the dialog box as a text. So let's type, this is the dialog box or whatever. Okay, so let's start. Sorry, instead of text, this second option is going to be saved. You'll see what it is in a minute. Just type saved. Now type dot text, and here is where we want to put a little bit of text. So this is the dialog box. Now we type dot and dialog and parentheses. Okay, let's save this and let's run this in Chrome. And okay, let's refresh. Okay, so we have here the dialog box already, because I forgot. Yeah, by default the dialog box appears because I forgot to mention here the button. So let's type save or click, sorry. The button ID is click dot, and here we type click function parenthesis curly braces, and let's take these out and put them in here. So curly braces parenthesis and close that. Let's save it, and now whenever we click the click ID, which is this one here, the dialogs will pop up, hopefully. So let's run this in Chrome. Run this in Chrome. Perfect. When I click it, there it is. Okay, so as you see, saved is the title of the dialog box. Okay, the title is the word saved, and then we have the text box, or the text for the box is, this is the dialog box. Okay, so you can see you can change those attributes to whatever you want. Okay, now in here inside the dialog, we can create some other options. So in here I'm going to type, inside a parenthesis, I'm going to type the curly braces and type buttons colon, and curly braces again. Let's push this a little bit to the downside here, and now we can type here a button that is going to be called OK, and what this button is going to do is call a function that we will create, and this function, what I want this function to do is grab this box, grab this dialog box, dialog, and close it. Okay, whenever we click the OK button. We can create more buttons, but first let me just show you this example. So when I click OK, there it is, the button. Okay, and if I click, it goes away. Okay, we can create more buttons. For example, in here we can create comma, and we can create now OK, and let's type return, and here we had to type function again, and another curly braces, and in here let's type this dot dialog, or instead of this let's type alert, returned. Okay, let's see if that works. Save. Yeah, it should work. Let's refresh. When I click, no, it's not working. Something is wrong. Okay, it's not working because this is not supposed to be in here. So let's copy, and after the OK button, this is where it's supposed to be. So paste it there. Let's only leave one comma, and this we have to take this out of here. Save it, refresh, and when we click, there it is. We have OK. We go out, and if we click return, we have something, a little pop-up message alert box saying return. Okay, so you can put as many buttons as you want, each of them having a single function for it. Okay, so for now I'm just gonna leave the OK. So let's save this. I'm gonna show you another few options you can use. So in here now is where we have to type in here, after a comma, we type close, on, escape, and make sure you have your O and E, O for on, E for escape, in capital letters, colon, true. Save that. And what this does is basically when you pop up the box, if you click your escape button in your keyboard, it will escape the dialog box. Okay, you can either click OK, you can either click here, or you can either escape it from clicking on your escape button on the keyboard, like this. Okay, so you can choose leave this in, or you can take that out if you want to. Another option you can use is the draggable false, because as you can see, we can drag the box by default in the whole page. See, if I don't want this to happen, leave it in the center, we have to type the draggable false. And now the user won't be able to drag the box around. So let's refresh this. When I click, I can't drag it anymore. Okay? So let's see another option, which is the resizable option. Resizable false, which basically, as you can see, we can resize the box, and what this does, it will not, it will not be possible for the user to resize it like this. Okay. So let's save it, refresh. When I click here, and there it is. Okay, we cannot resize it anymore. Okay, so let's go to another option, which is show. This is an animation you can use, and I normally use the fade. You can put here whatever you want, bounce, toggle, whatever animation you want. I'm going to use the fade option. Show, fade, refresh, and you'll see when I click, the pop-up box fades in. Okay, click, perfect. Okay, so now a new option you can use as well is the modal, and I'm pretty sure that a lot of you guys saw some sites when you click a form or something like that, or dialog, login button. A login form appears, or a register form appears in a dialog box, and the whole page is now in black or has a shadow that makes it it's not possible to click any or use the web page itself until we complete that form or box. So to do that, what we have to do is type this word modal and set to true. Okay, you'll see now that if we refresh, when I click, there it is. Okay, we cannot use the page until we are done with this box. Either we can click OK or this button here. Okay, perfect. Okay, so this is how we do it. Another option you have is the position. So where do you want the dialog box to appear to the user? By default it's set to the center, but we can use I think it's top, bottom. Let's try the bottom first. So let's refresh, and when I click, there it is at the bottom. By default appears at the bottom. Okay, top obviously will appear at the top, left will appear at the left, right will appear at the right, center will appear at the center. Center is by default the position of the box, okay, of the dialog box. So another thing you can use in here is set with coordinates 100 and 100. This means 100 from top and 100 from left, 100 pixels. Okay, so you can set with these coordinates the position anywhere in your web page. So let's see this working. Refresh. When I click here, there it is, 100 from top, 100 from left. Okay, and you can set it whatever you want. Okay guys, so this is how we can work with cool dialog box, and you can put it in your web page. This application, pretty cool. And this is it. Don't forget, you can either use images or whatever you want in your dialog box. Okay, using the attribute first and give attributes to your div. Okay, so that's it, guys. See you in the next video. Bye. Hello guys, and welcome to my 26th video tutorial, and in this video we will proceed with the Crud project. We are making the scripts possible to update files and to update values in the database, and in this video we will continue to do those scripts. As you see, it's a little bit more complex to update value in the database either than inserting a value. Okay, to insert a value we only need basically one script, a little script, but to update a value or a bunch of values we need at least 2 or 3 different scripts that we will put in 3 different PHP files. Okay, so let's go straight away to code, but before that I found an error here in the last file, which is here. Okay, update.php. Go there, and here in edit.php, before edit.php you have to type double quotes. Okay, I forgot to mention you guys that, and let me see here. I have my notes. Yes, that's it. You have to type here the double quotes, and this is the file where we will process the new script that we are making. So instead of update form.php, we have to call this file edit.php. Okay, I forgot also to mention you guys that. So let's go here and let's save this as edit.php. I don't know if you hear, guys, but there's a big storm here in my neighborhood. I hope a lightning bolt doesn't enter my room. So let's go and type edit here, save. That's it. And you can delete the update form.php. Okay, take that out. Holy shit. There's a big storm here in Lisbon right now. So let's get on with it. PHP edit.php. So let's start the script, and now just type and copy what I'm doing now, which is, first of all, let's take this PHP out because this is going to be, whoa, even with the storm, and I almost have lightning bolts inside my room. I will not stop making you tutorials, guys. Okay, so don't worry. So let's type here head, ride the lightning. So here let's type body, and inside body let's type h3 and edit user like this, space, and now let's type PHP embedded in HTML code, okay, to echo something. And the echo is going to be the request global variable of PHP Okay, and what it does is gets this value here. It gets the value of the name here, and this shouldn't be name. This should be names, and so you have to change this also. Instead of ID, you have to put IDs, names, emails, passwords, and that's it. Okay, because if you put the same name, it will make a little bit confusion to PHP, because a variable has the same name here, email, and if we put the same name here, probably we will get some kind of error. So let's call that names. Let's save that, and here you have to put names in here. Okay, and now we close this PHP, and that's it. Okay, you'll see later on when I run the page what will happen here. So now let's type here form method equals post, and action equals change.php. That's it. That's right, guys. We will still need another file with another script until we finally change and update values into database. So don't worry, we will get there. So change.php is going to be another file with the last script, okay, and the final script to update files. Now here, let's type table border equals 0, width equals 60%, and now tr table row td width equals 30%, and now name, let's type name, close table data, open table data, and now let's type input type, input type here text, name equals, pay attention now, guys, you have to type a different name here, and let's call it new name. Okay, new name, and space value, let's go to the next line, value equals, and now here also pay attention because you have to type embedded PHP code here, which is echo, and request, and names. Okay, and close that with the PHP tag, and now close that and open close table data and close table row. Okay, so now what you're gonna do is copy this and paste it here. Okay, you can give a little bit more space here for you to organize yourself and see the better, see the code better, and paste here. So names, and after name is email, so new email, and here you can change also for password, new password, and here we change this to email, and here we change this to emails with S at the end, and here we change this to password, and here we change this to passwords. Okay, let's save this, and now here let's type input type equals submit, and value equals save and update. Okay, perfect. Now here let's type input type equals hidden, okay, name equals ID, and value equals PHP echo, again the request global variable, and here we type IDs, okay, and that's it. Oops, that's it. And now close form, and I think that's all. Okay, let's save this. And now let's see if it works. Okay, so let's go to home. Here, let's type home. Refresh. Let's go to edit user, and let's click the 6, and there it is. Beautiful. Okay, so you see when I click the 6 or the 9, okay, when I click it, this form appears, okay, and I don't know what the hell is doing here, this button. It should be at the end. I'm gonna try to change that. Okay, just a second. Oh. Okay, it doesn't matter. Oh, okay, I have to type here at the end table, close table. Okay, just put close table here, save it, and now let's refresh, and there it is. Okay, perfect. So we can also put here a little paragraph, save this. That's it, perfect. Okay, so we now have a form to change the values that we want to change. Okay, and if I want to change Alex, I can also click, and I have here the different values of Alex that I want to change. Okay, this button doesn't work yet. Okay, this is going to be our next script. Okay, so now you have the forms to edit the values, whatever value you want in the list. So this is all for now. See you in the next video, and don't forget to subscribe. Bye. Hello guys, and welcome to my 27th video tutorial. And finally guys, this is going to be our last video to build a script to upgrade or update value in the database. Okay, so this is our last script to update a value. This is to build this or to create the script, you have to create a new file called change.php, which is the file that I named here in the action, okay, action form. The file to process this form is change.php, and this is the form, here it is, to edit any value of a user that we have in the database. Okay, then we can click here, save and update, and we'll save and update automatically, okay, instantaneously to our database. So let's go here and start by typing an ID variable, and we have to get that ID. Okay, and to get that ID from the form, we type here ID. This is correspondent to this line of code here, okay, which is hidden here, but it gives us the ID value, okay, of the user. So ID, next is name. So here I'm going to type new name equals and request, and here we have to type the name that we typed in here, new name, new email, and new password. So new name, now new email, we can type the other new password, and here is request, square brackets, and new email. That's it. And here is request, oops, request, and here is new password. Okay, perfect. Let's proceed, and now let's type some Mysql functions. The first is the connect. We want to connect to the database. As always, the name of the server, localhost, where the database is, the name of the user, which is root, by default in XAMPP, and you can leave in blank the password. Or die, and let's type here, as always, problems with connection. Now let's go to the next line and type Mysql Select DB test site, and now let's type MySQL query. Okay, and the query, this is important, pay attention. We have to type update with capital letters, update the name of the table users, set, and now we're gonna set the values, or the new values. Okay, so set for the field name equal, and here between these symbols we're gonna type the variable that holds the request value. Okay, the value that we typed, the new value that we typed in the edit form. Okay, in this form here. So whatever value I type in here now, and then I click here, it's going to be stored with this line of code in as the new value in your database. Okay, so we type the name of the variable, which is new name, comma, and now let's type email, the field email that is going to be updated by the new value, new email. And now for the last, it's the password. Okay, and the password equals to the variable new password. And I think that's it. Okay, and now you type where, let's put this in the next line, where ID equals ID. Okay, and what this means is that set a new value or a new name in the name field, in the email field, in the password field, where the ID is the ID that we are using, okay, or that we used in the edit form. Okay, so basically it will change the values where it needed to be changed. So now let's type something like echo, and your values have been updated successfully. And here let's type something which is the Mysql close to close the connection, and let's include our links .php let's save this, and I think that's it. We are finished with our script. This is the last script. It's simple, and now let's see if it works. That's the most important part. And let's go to here. Let's type localhost and test site home. Okay, so home, if I click register, that's okay. If I click edit, we see every value that we had in our database, or every user. If I click, let's change this name here, Alex. It should be Alex, but I already delete the X. So let's click here, and let's click here Alex, and let's take out the com, and let's delete some numbers here. Save and update. Syntax error. I was hoping for an error. So the error is in line 18. So let's go to line 18. And oh, this is it. Semicolon. I forgot to put that. So let's go back. Let's put some X's there. Save and update. Your values have been updated successfully. Okay, and how can we prove that? If you click here, edit user, you can go directly to your PHP admin and see if that changed. But this is a faster way. If you click Edit User, you'll see the tables, right? And you'll see that Alex has already changed, and the Hotmail changed, and the password changed. Okay, so we changed everything there. So basically, it works perfectly. Okay, so our code, if we go to the PHP admin and we refresh, of course, the database is changed. Has changed here. You see, Alex. So that's it, guys. We made it. We know how to change now and upgrade or update any value that you want in your web page, okay, without changing directly in your PHP admin or your MySQL database. You can do changes, or your users of your website can do changes in your database, okay? So this is it for this video, and I'm just gonna change a little, some little things here. I'm going to put the include links in some of the files here. That doesn't need that. Save. This is to insert. The home already has links here. Update. Paste. Save. Edit. Let's put here. Paste. Save. This doesn't need. And here are the include links. Okay, so each one of the web pages that we have in our Crud test site has the links that we need. Okay, so let's go home. If we go to register, we have here register. You have to complete the form. MySQL close. No MySQL link resource supplied. On line 27. Insert PHP. Let's go to insert PHP. Let's see what the hell is this. Insert PHP, line 27. MySQL close. And this is insert. Let's take MySQL close. Let's delete that. Okay, let's refresh. Okay, you have to complete the form. So home, register. If we click register, you have to complete the form. Edit user. And delete user. This is going to be our next objective. Our next mission. And edit user, if I click 9, let's change this to something else. Let's type here John and save and update. Your values have been successfully updated. Edit user, and here it is, John. Okay, perfect. Okay, so see you guys in the next video, and don't forget to subscribe, okay? See ya. Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to my video tutorial number 28, and we will continue to complete our Crud system test site. And in this video, I'm going to show you how to use a script to delete whatever database or whatever data you have in the database, okay? In this case, we are using a list of users, so we will make a script to delete whatever user you have in your database. So let's start, and we have to create a new file. So let's save this as delete.php. Save that. Okay. And before you do anything in the file or type anything, we will not need to type anything, because this file will run basically the same script that we already did in other PHP file. which is the I think it's the edit.php. No, it's the change.php, I think. No. Update.php. Yeah, this is it. Okay, so take all that. Okay, take all that code, copy, and in the delete.php, paste it. Okay, and now here you only have to do some changes. Here, I think from the last video, I didn't put this, or you don't have this line of code, so you can copy this. Okay, this will only show you at the top of the page saying choose an ID to add it. Okay, so copy that, and in the delete.php you can change this to choose an ID to delete, and save that. And here at the bottom, instead of edit here, you have to type delete 1. Okay, save that, and that's it. That's the only change you need to do. Okay, and now let's go and create another file. And of course, this file is going to be named delete1.php. Save that. And in here, you can take as well the same code, copy, and paste. I forgot to put the PHP symbols here and close it here. Okay, so here we will have to do some other changes. So here, this at the bottom, you have to delete this. Now here with in the MySQL query, I type select star from users where ID equals, and now single quote, double quote, dot, and the request global variable, and inside the square brackets type IDs. Okay, and here dot, double quotes, and single quote, and again double quote, close parenthesis, and semicolon. Okay, just make sure you have everything as I have here. Okay, now let's go down here and let's take this anchor out from here, here, and also the close tag, the anchor closing tag. Delete that. Okay, just leave this here. Okay, and let's go down here, and after the PHP, the closing PHP symbol, we have to type a form. Okay, so form method equals post action equals delete 2, which is going to be our last script delete file. And here let's type, are you sure you want to delete? Are you sure you want to delete this user? And now let's go down here and type input type equals submit name. Oops. name equals submit, and value equals OK. Down here, another input type equals hidden, name equals ID, value equals PHP echo, oops, forgot the E, request, square brackets, single quotes, IDs, okay, and semicolon, and close with the closing tag, PHP tag here, and double quotes, and close the input, and close the form. Okay, and you'll see right away what this form does. I'm going to show you. And here below you can type here PHP, and here let's type include this, copy, paste, and this you can take or delete this. Save that. And for last, let's create our last script, which is save as delete2.php. Save that. And it's going to be pretty simple. PHP, PHP, and in here, let's type MySQL. Let's take the example here. Let's take this and copy, paste it here, and now let's change only this here. And here let's type delete with capital letters, delete from users where ID equals ID. Let's put this a little bit here, and here let's type single quotes and double quotes dot dollar symbol, and you already know the request global with ID, not IDs, but the ID, okay, and dot double quotes, and that's it. And this, let's put this here, okay, just copy this to your notepad as I have here. And now here let's type echo, and here let's type the user has been deleted successfully, and semicolon, MySQL, close, of course, as always, and here let's include our links.php. Perfect, okay, and we are finished. So now let's try if the code runs with no problems. So let's take let's delete the update, the edit also. Just leave your delete.php, delete1.php, and delete2.php. So I'm going to show you what each of these files outputs on your web page or test site. So let's go first see the delete. Okay, so if I click delete user, you can refresh that. Click delete user, I'm going to be sent to run this script. Okay, all the script. I'm going to show you what that script shows you in the web page. It shows us whatever user we have. Before that, let's register a new user. Let's type Alex and whatever you want in here. Let's type Dennis Alex hotmail.com and the password 333. Register. Okay, let's see, edit user. We have 2 users. Delete user. Okay, you see here, home, delete user. Okay, so this is the script of delete.php. You see here, delete.php, choose an ID to delete. If I choose Alex here, number 11, click, and this is the delete one code. Okay, this is the delete one code. Okay, this is delete one code script. So it's showing me the ID that I choose with the name, email, and password, and I'm asking you a question saying, are you sure you want to delete this? If I click OK, the last script, which is delete2, will run. Okay, and this is the most important script. This script will delete the user. Okay, definitely. If I click OK, that's it. The user has been deleted successfully, and if I go to edit user, I see that there is no longer the Alex user. Okay, so it works all perfectly. Okay, guys, so this is it. We are finished with our little Crud project. So congratulations if you made it all work, and if you didn't and have any problems with the code, just send me a message. I can send you the source code for this project if you want to, and compare it with your files. And don't forget to subscribe, and see you guys on my next video. Bye. And let's type localhost/testsite/home.php, enter, and we have here our CRUD control center, home, register, edit user, and delete user. Okay, so if we click home, we are here. If we click register, we go to the register form. Cool, edit user, and as you see, I've made a lot of new entries, okay, to the database, because we will need this for the new scripts or the new functionalities that we're going to do. So if you guys only have 1, 2, or 3 inserted users in the database, please go to the register here and do maybe 10 to 20 new registering, okay, registered users into your database. So you can put whatever name you want, and we will need that. Okay, so do that, and if you have 20 registers or 15, that's enough. Okay, so if you already have your 15 to 20 new users in your database, let's proceed, and let's go to the code of let's open Notepad, and let's go to insert.php. And what I'm going to show you in this video is how to be able to if a register already has a name of, for example, Victor. Okay, I don't want this situation to happen. For example, I have here Victor, and then I have another user, Victor. Okay, so I want every username to be different, and to do that, I have to go to register, and if I type Victor, and it will, if I click here, it will register another new user with the same name, Victor. And I don't want that. I want to a message if I click Victor or type Victor as a new registering user. I want, and click here, I want a new message to appear saying that name already exists in the database. Okay, so with that technique, every time a user registers, has to be a new name. Okay, we don't want repeated names in the database. Okay, so let's go to Notepad again, insert.php, and to do that we will have to type it here or here. Okay, so after this line here, Mysql Select database test site here, let's type a new variable called username. Let's type Mysql query and type select name from users where name equals single quotes, and inside single quotes let's type the variable name. Okay, this variable name is the variable, okay, of the name we post or register in the form. Okay, so what we are saying here is MySQL query select or search from the field name, okay, users where name is equal to the posted name, okay, if there is. Okay, so basically we're saying here search for if there is already a name posted with the same name that we are posting, the new name that we are posting. Okay, and now let's make another variable saying count equals MySQL num rows, and this will give you the number of rows that are returned from this line here, or this code here. So here inside the parentheses we have to type the variable username, okay, to make this line of code in action. Okay, so let's save this, and here let's type an if statement saying if count, which is this line of code, and this line of code will return you either 1, that means that there's one row, a user that already exists with that same name, or 0, that user, there is no user with that name in our database, so you can register. So let's say if count is not equal to 0, okay, that means that a user with that name already exists. So the action that we're going to do is die, and I told you already what this means. Die means cut the connection with the database, okay? Cut the script. So here let's type die to cut the connection, and let's put a message saying let's say username already exists, please type another name. Instead of username, let's type here name already exists, please type another name. Okay, so that's it, basically that's it, and let's save this. Okay, and now let's see if this works. So let's go to edit user, and we have, for example, let's say here I have Johnny as the user 29, right? So I'm gonna do a new register form or registered user with the name Johnny, and see if I can do that registration. So Let's go down here, register a new user, Johnny, and register, and name already exists. Please type another name. Okay, so you see that it works perfectly. So with this new script or new code that we put in the script, we will have always new users with different names. Okay, we will not have users with the same name in our database. Okay, so I'm going to do a little change here, because let's say in here I want to put this include links.php here. Let's paste that, and what it does is we will be able to use the links, okay, the links.php, when this message appears. And let's see this in action. Refresh, and let's type here Victor, because I know that Victor already exists. Register, name already exists, please type another name. And this doesn't work because I basically cut the connection. Right, so copy this, let's put this here instead of down. Paste it here, save that, refresh, and perfect. Okay, name already exists, please type another name. Perfect. Let's go back, register. If I type a new name, let's see, HHH, I know that I don't have nobody with that name. Click register, one row inserted. I want to change this as well. Instead of one row inserted, I want to change this with a new, here it is, with a new phrase here, a new message. So let's say here, registered, let's take this out, I don't need that. And instead of using the number of the rows inserted, let's say you have successfully registered. So let's go back. Let's register a new user. Let's say Aloha, register. You have successfully registered. Okay, and that's it. If I go to register again and do Aloha again, Aloha. Yeah, that's it. Aloha, register. Name already exists. Please type another name. Okay, I can change that also and put here this with in bold. B. And type here as well, error. Okay. Let's see this, refresh. And that's it, error, name already exists, please type another name. Okay guys, so that's it. See you guys in the next video, and in the next video we will learn, I'm going to show you how to make a search system, okay, a search engine to search your database for whatever user you want to search, okay, by the name or email, okay. So see you guys in the next video, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel, okay. Bye.